When addressing discrepancies in lamp color, especially after a remodel project, a systematic approach is crucial. Firstly, verify the fixture color. Ensure that the new fixture matches the original specification or sample. This eliminates the possibility of an incorrect fixture being installed. Secondly, inspect the junction box. Look for loose wires, incorrect connections, or any signs of damage. These issues could affect the electrical supply to the lamp. Next, examine the ballast wires. Verify that the wires are correctly connected and not reversed. Incorrect polarity can cause the lamp to display different colors. If the problem persists, test with a different lamp. Install a different lamp of the same type and wattage to see if the issue is with the fixture or the lamp itself. Another key step is to check the power source. Inspect the power source to the fixture to ensure it provides the correct voltage and amperage. If the issue remains unresolved, consult the fixture manufacturer. They may offer additional troubleshooting tips or identify potential defects in the fixture. Possible causes for lamp color issues include a defective fixture. The fixture may have a manufacturing defect causing the lamp to display an incorrect color. Incorrect wiring is another potential cause. Electrical connections might have been made incorrectly, leading to a voltage drop or other issues that affect the lamp's color. A faulty ballast can also be the culprit. The ballast may be malfunctioning and not providing the correct electrical output for the lamp. Furthermore, consider the possibility of an incompatible lamp. The installed lamp may not be compatible with the fixture or the power source, resulting in an incorrect color display. Additional considerations include lamp aging. Fluorescent lamps can change color slightly as they age, so check the lifespan of the installed lamp. Environmental factors such as temperature and humidity can also affect the color output of some types of lamps. Additionally, visual perception plays a role, as the perceived color of light can vary depending on the viewer's eyes and the surrounding environment. To elaborate on verifying the fixture color, obtain the original specification sheet for the lighting fixtures used in the car dealership remodel. This document should detail the exact color temperature, measured in Kelvin, that the lamps are intended to emit. Compare the color temperature specified with the markings on the new fixture's packaging or the fixture itself. If the specified color temperature is, for example, 3000 Kelvin, ensure the new fixture is also labeled as 3000 Kelvin. Discrepancies in the specification will certainly lead to noticeable differences in perceived color. When inspecting the junction box, ensure that all wire connections are secure and properly insulated. Loose connections can cause voltage drops, leading to inconsistent power delivery and altered lamp color. Use a voltage meter to measure the voltage at the junction box with the lamp turned on. Compare this reading to the voltage specified on the fixture label, typically 120 volts or 277 volts. A significant voltage drop, such as a reading of 110 volts when 120 volts is expected, indicates a wiring problem that needs immediate attention. Regarding the ballast wires, refer to the wiring diagram provided with the fixture. The diagram will clearly indicate which wire connects to the line voltage and which connects to the neutral. Reversing these connections can damage the ballast and affect the lamp's color output. In some cases, reverse polarity can prevent the lamp from igniting altogether. When testing with a different lamp, make sure the replacement lamp is of the exact same type, wattage, and color temperature as the original. Using a lamp with a different color temperature will naturally result in a different color appearance. For instance, if the original lamp was a 4100 Kelvin fluorescent lamp, ensure the replacement is also a 4100 Kelvin fluorescent lamp. Mixing different lamp types or color temperatures within the same area can create an uneven and undesirable lighting effect. When checking the power source, use a multimeter to measure both the voltage and amperage being supplied to the fixture. The voltage should match the fixture's rating, typically 120 volts or 277 volts, and the amperage should be within the acceptable range for the ballast and lamp. An undervoltage condition can cause the lamp to appear dimmer and exhibit a different color, while an overvoltage condition can damage the ballast and lamp. Contacting the fixture manufacturer is particularly important if the fixture is relatively new and has not been subjected to extensive use. Manufacturers often have detailed troubleshooting guides and may be aware of common issues with specific models. They may also be able to provide replacement parts or warranty service if the fixture is defective. If the fixture is found to be defective, document the issue thoroughly with photographs and detailed descriptions. This documentation will be helpful when filing a warranty claim or seeking a refund from the manufacturer or supplier. When considering incorrect wiring as a possible cause, it's important to check not only the connections within the junction box, but also the wiring throughout the entire circuit leading to the fixture. Look for any signs of damage or corrosion on the wires, and ensure that all connections are tight and secure. If the wiring is old or deteriorated, it may need to be replaced to ensure a stable and reliable power supply. When examining the ballast, check for any signs of physical damage, such as cracks or leaks. A damaged ballast may emit a burning smell or produce unusual noises. Use a multimeter to test the ballast's output voltage and current. Compare these readings to the specifications provided on the ballast label. If the output is significantly different from the specified values, the ballast is likely faulty and needs to be replaced. In cases of incompatible lamps, refer to the fixture's label or specification sheet to determine the correct lamp type. Some fixtures are designed to operate with only specific types of lamps, and using an incompatible lamp can result in poor performance, reduced lifespan, or even damage to the fixture. For example, a fixture designed for tape fluorescent lamp should not be used with a T12 lamp, as the ballast and lamp characteristics are different. With regards to lamp aging, keep in mind that fluorescent lamps gradually lose their light output and shift in color temperature over time. As the lamp ages, it may appear dimmer and exhibit a more yellow or green hue. The lifespan of a fluorescent lamp is typically measured in years, and the lamp should be replaced when it reaches the end of its rated lifespan. Environmental factors can also play a role in lamp color variations. For instance, cold temperatures can affect the light output and color of some fluorescent lamps. Similarly, high humidity levels can accelerate the degradation of lamp components. Visual perception is subjective and can be influenced by various factors, including the viewer's age, eye health, and the surrounding environment. The same lamp may appear to have a slightly different color when viewed under different lighting conditions or by different individuals. To minimize the impact of visual perception, it's important to compare the lamp colors under consistent lighting conditions and to involve multiple individuals in the evaluation process. Consider the color rendering index, or CRI, of the lamps being used. The CRI is a measure of how accurately a light source renders the colors of objects compared to a natural light source. Lamps with a higher CRI will generally produce more accurate and pleasing colors. For critical applications, such as car dealerships where color accuracy is important for showcasing the vehicles, it's recommended to use lamps with a CRI of 80 or higher. In addition to the factors mentioned above, consider the possibility of voltage fluctuations in the electrical system. Voltage fluctuations can cause the lamps to flicker or change color intermittently. Use a power quality analyzer to monitor the voltage levels over time and identify any significant fluctuations. If voltage fluctuations are present, they may need to be addressed by a qualified electrician. Also, investigate the possibility of electromagnetic interference, or EMI, from other electrical equipment in the vicinity. EMI can sometimes affect the performance of electronic ballasts and cause the lamps to exhibit unusual behavior. Try moving the fixture away from other electrical equipment or using shielded cables to reduce the effects of EMI. Verify that the lamps are properly seated in their sockets. A loose connection can cause the lamp to flicker or change color. Make sure the lamp pins are fully inserted into the sockets and that the lamp is securely held in place. Check the lamp sockets for any signs of corrosion or damage. Corroded or damaged sockets can create a poor electrical connection and affect the lamp's performance. Clean the sockets with a wire brush or replace them if necessary. Ensure that the lamps are compatible with the dimming system if one is installed. Not all lamps are designed to be dimmed, and using an incompatible lamp with a dimmer can cause it to flicker, change color, or fail prematurely. Refer to the lamp manufacturer's specifications to determine if the lamp is dimmable and compatible with the specific dimming system being used. Furthermore, investigate whether the electrical panel is overloaded. An overloaded panel can cause voltage drops and affect the performance of the lamps. Check the circuit breakers in the panel to ensure that they are not tripping frequently. If the panel is overloaded, it may need to be upgraded to provide sufficient power for the lighting system. Check the grounding of the electrical system. A poor ground can cause electrical noise and affect the performance of the lamps. Use a ground tester to verify that the grounding system is functioning properly. If the grounding is inadequate, it may need to be improved by a qualified electrician. Moreover, examine the condition of the wiring insulation. Deteriorated insulation can cause electrical leakage and affect the performance of the lamps. Inspect the wiring for any signs of cracks, brittleness, or discoloration. If the insulation is damaged, the wiring should be replaced. Take into consideration whether there have been any recent changes to the electrical system. If any modifications have been made, they may have introduced new problems that are affecting the lamps. Review the wiring diagrams and ensure that all connections are correct. Also ensure that all electrical work has been performed by a qualified electrician and complies with local codes. When the replacement lamp still has the same problem, there might be specific power quality issues. Power quality issues include voltage harmonics, which can interfere with the ballast and lamp operation. You would need specialized equipment to measure and analyze these power quality parameters. Sometimes, facilities share a neutral wire between multiple circuits. An overloaded neutral wire can cause voltage imbalances, affecting lamp color and brightness. This issue can be identified by measuring the current in the neutral wire. If it's excessively high, the wiring configuration needs to be reviewed. Temporary power sources like generators might not provide the same power quality as the utility grid. If the dealership has been running on generator power, this could be a contributing factor. Verify the generator's voltage regulation and frequency stability. The car dealership's specific location can influence power quality. Areas with heavy industrial activity or older electrical infrastructure may experience more frequent power quality problems. In the Republic of Southern California, the electrical grid is generally stable, but localized issues can occur. For example, proximity to a large data center or industrial facility could introduce power fluctuations. Consider the possibility of shared neutral connections or backfed circuits causing imbalances within the electrical system, particularly if the remodel involved extensive wiring modifications. In addition, evaluate the type of lamps being used. LED lamps, while energy efficient, can exhibit color variations between different manufacturing batches. Ensure that all LED lamps in a given area are from the same batch to minimize color differences. The Republic of Southern California experiences significant temperature variations throughout the year. Extreme heat or cold can affect the performance of some lamp types. Ensure that the lamps are rated for the operating temperature range in the dealership. Lastly, visual perception can be significantly influenced by the surrounding colors and textures. If the walls or floors of the dealership have been painted with new colors during the remodel, this could affect how the lamps are perceived.